Two Times, coming at you live with another Sunday Funday. Let's rock out. Let's have a good time. We got my man O-Rod Collects dropping off the trophies. We got my alternate ego, Nikki Two Times, in the house. Buckle up, my friends. Gonna be a good time as always. Gonna go over some sports facts. Gonna bring you some cards I'm gonna rip tonight. We got my son NWE in the house. Check him out. His show, his shorts are really good. Doing predictions for Monday Night Raw, NXT on Tuesdays, and Friday Night SmackDown. Check him out. One more sub and he can start going live and doing live streaming his gaming. So check him out if you're not already subbed to him. We got Justin W. Smith, Big Sky PC and Rips. He's in the house. Let me get this. I need a little more light. How about that? All right. And we got Barry hanging out with us. As always at the top, guys. Gotta stay hydrated for the 2 hours. Gonna pop open some Prime. Gonna get a little beverage in the house. Hobby Collector, what's going on? Hobby Collector's here. Stay hydrated with your Prime. I think I chose a good one tonight. We got my man, Sith Lordly from Spine Ticks is here. You can find him hosting every Saturday night, 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific, over on Spine Ticks Live with a slew of panelists, myself, Perch, Uncanny Swag, and Dan De La Torre. We got Hammy in the house. What's going on, Hammy? I'm liking the tunes. I'm going to open up some cards tonight. I'm glad you guys are all here hanging out. I did have a show earlier today watching Ovechkin break the goals record. I'll talk about that a little bit more later on in the show, but that was a lot of fun. A lot more people there than I expected. All right. Now I can kind of hear myself think a little bit better. We got BC. What's going on there, BC? BC, rough week for me. No home runs for my player. Had it rough. I think it was Mark. It was either Mark or Doogie. Who was it? Doogie was at 0 all week, and he got Teoscar Hernandez, who hit 2 bombs against my Phillies today. So now I'm going to be the one in the basement if Nolan Arenado doesn't put up one in Game 2 of their doubleheader today. I think my lighting is all messed up today. I think I'm actually going to give us some light. Let's see how the light works today. Yeah, now you know what? We'll stay in the dark. Keep it dark. Pandu, yeah, I guess I've been known to hit the pipe once in a while. Yeah, that's right. I am a big, wonderful fatty. You know, that means I put my money in the right spot, and that's in my gullet. We're going strong. 14. As always, I like, besides cracking open the Prime, always got a couple shout outs. Not too many today, but just wanted to give a shout out to Cheyenne Sings. She's over there singing on her channel on a nightly basis, 545 subs. We got my man Collector Holic, 4.81k subs on his channel, and my man Scary Terry Cards. He's sitting at 1.88k subs. Go check those people out. As always, at the end of the show, I will put them in the description and tag those channels for you guys if you're ones who like to sub to a lot of different kind of content. We got Renee in the house. Rascal and Lucy. Welcome, Renee. I hope my number one fan, Leo, is sitting by the computer checking me out tonight and vibrating off my voice, my booming voice this evening. We got Paul Daves. Paul was here earlier. I hope you had a good time, Paul, even though we were talking a lot of hockey earlier today. Hey, get in my belly. It says get in my belly. Maybe it's just me. It seems a lot darker today. So you guys tell me what looks better, like this, or if I should put the light on. It just seems a lot darker today. I feel like I don't have enough light with the main light not on. Oh, Necromantic, I could certainly get up off the ground if I was to fall. Might do a little breakdancing while I'm down there. I might have to do a little bit of a worm to work my way back up to my feet. But yeah, I can handle it there, Necromantic. Nothing wrong here. We got Robert in the house. Troll Pops. Robert Springs, my man. What's going on there, Robert? Sure, I will say happy birthday to Butthole 9876 54321. Blast off. Happy birthday. You're a water-based Pokemon. I guess with my girth and size, I'm maybe an Earth Pokemon. I'm like the Snorlax of Pokemon. You're talking about the defending Super Bowl champion Philadelphia is trash. Okay, all right.
My girl's upset with me because I watched the newest episode of our show without.
Can't talk nothing bad about my city that I already heard or maybe think myself, but my team won. This team has officially been eliminated from hockey contention, but can't get me down being the defending Super Bowl champs. Well, see, Dracula, this is where, in other channels, I would either just not ignore you altogether or ban you. But we don't do that around here. We like stupid-ass trolls like yourself, and I'll even acknowledge you. So I hope you're having a wonderful evening, even though you seem to think that I'm some sort of alcohol baby. at least I'm the one who has my own kids, live on my own with my beautiful wife, while you're probably still scratching the pimples off your ass in your mommy's basement. But that's okay. To each his own. It's quite all right. Hang out if you'd like. You might actually enjoy the channel. If you don't, then keep on scrolling. It's all right by me, Dracula. Was I born with Sid's big back, or are you saying that Dracula was? Because that's all right. It must be the professional trolls are out. Yet that the ones that we pay to come hang out on our channel and talk shit on us every night. General, I hope that was a compliment, because yes, I deflect them pretty well. I move on. It's all right. I try to acknowledge everybody in the chat. No, I actually don't smoke weed, but I know I squint my eyes a lot. I always look like I'm fucked up. See, and you definitely don't want to mess with my blue ranchers, because they're going to come at you hard. I know Paul likes to come at it hard. New thing we learned, we're all bricked up around here, ain't that right? All you new people taking over the chat. That's pretty interesting. Yeah, that's right there, BC. Hashtag bricked up. he seemed like a real jerk to you. All right there, Mini Jim. All right, so the Fetty dance, that kind of no. Is that like the Fetty dance around here in certain parts of Philadelphia? That's the Fetty dance. There's certain things that definitely won't fly on this channel that will get you banned, but you can pretty much say whatever the hell you want and ask and make a fool of yourselves. We're just here to have some fun. If your idea of fun is poking fun at me or talking shit on the people in my chat, then so be it. But let's not get racist. Let's not, get into some other vulgarities that I won't mention, because it'll give you fuckers a dumb idea to use it on the channel. What's going on there, O-Rod? Now, typically, this channel is for talking sports content, showing off collection of cards and ripping new ones. And I don't mean ripping farts, but been known to do that once in a while too. But ripping boxes of cards and showing off those cards. That's typically how this channel works. But I leave a lot of it up for you guys there in the chat as well. All right, since nobody else has anything to say right now, I'll just get into some of the things. I go over your lesser sports to start off with, the non-major sports. Congratulations to back-to-back winner Denny Hamlin at Darlington today for NASCAR, the number 11 Sports Clips Haircuts Joe Gibbs Racing Toyota crossed the finish line first. Denny Hamlin with back-to-back victories. Over in the MLS, you're still looking at Vancouver on the top in the West. Columbus Crew, the best of the East, 4 wins and 3 draws, 15 points as we speak on that. I don't know. That's why I asked. Nobody wanted to answer until you said something there. I can't even read that. What the fuck? Gentle. Oh, nice and gentle. If the light would be better, usually when I don't have the main light on, there's usually plenty of light. But yeah, it's kind of dark tonight. Well, I'm married to a beautiful woman and kid, so I would not be dating a black guy. I'd say, Paul, most of these little fuckers in here right now are about 12, 13-year-olds sitting there still picking the acne off of their balls right about now. Well, you know, I see dead people too there, Dracula. Robert, that's really cool. See, that's what the channel is supposed to be about, instead of coming in trolling and making dumb jokes that don't make no sense. But Robert, that's cool. I've been to South Carolina before, Myrtle Beach, but never been near Darlington. Would definitely love to go check a race out there. Vladimir, we actually get quite a few really good Brazilian people that come on this channel just about every Sunday. Nobody that's stuck around and has become a long-time watcher of the show, but always anybody who's come in and has mentioned that they're from Brazil have been good people that I've had on the channel. I don't think you trolls seem to realize when you come in here and stick around and even make your jokes. Doesn't bother me. I got thick skin. But what you're doing is you're giving me watch time and algorithm. So when you say stuff, it's controversial. It gets more people to come to the channel and watch and say their dumb shit. And then all you've really done is had me win. That's all that really does. Mark, I rip cards, I talk sports, I go over the happenings of the week where things are going. It's not some, thought out, wonderful planned out of a show. It's just what I like to do every Sunday. This happens to be episode number 45, and I always have an audience. I always have quite a few blue wrenches. So I must be doing something right to continue. But right now, while all this trash is dominating my chat and not anybody that really wants to hear the content, I've kind of held back right now before getting into the actual content that I use on the show. See, I like legitimate questions like that. I like their Raphael. Do I play poker? Yes, I have played a fair amount of poker in my time. I've won. I've lost. I definitely have played with. I've played with friends, and I've also gone to the casino and dropped a few bills. I've also walked out ahead on enough occasions. Tournaments I usually have sucked at. Well, Samantha, you can, that's your opinion. You know, my wife would disagree, and even I disagree with her at times and think I'm not that good looking, but my wife finds me to be very handsome and attractive. Thank my lucky stars that she's been in my life as long as she has. You know, we're going on well over 15 years of living together, and a couple kids of our own, and the love life is still going strong. So something must be going right. Doesn't matter what you think there, Samantha. What's going on, Kenneth? Glad to have an actual blue wrencher around, because right now it's been nothing but the trolls. Been doing my best. I'm trying to acknowledge all of them, but it's coming in full. Sis says, hi, Cheyenne sings. I did not see Cheyenne jump in here, so let me find her. Cheyenne, say something so I can get you all wrenched up. No, thank you for the other night there, Bill Cosby. Raphael, thank you. Pretty much. I tried to still at least acknowledge their existence. You know, because other channels would not even pay attention, and then they get bored easily, and then they move on. Or at least this way, you know, maybe they stick around. Maybe I turn one or two of them into a regular watcher of the channel. Cheyenne, where are you? I need you in here so I can give you a wrench. Evie Cross, what do I think about free agency? You know, to me, some of it's been pretty good, some of it not so good. Eagles haven't done a whole lot, but in Howie, I trust. He's been really on point on the moves that he needs to make. I think Myles Garrett and Max Crosby chasing the money and staying with their dumpster fire teams were bad moves on their part, but so's life. What's going on there, Perch? You've been missing out, unless you've been lurking in the back for a little bit. Lots of trolls tonight. I've had my fill, and I had to break out like the nunchucks and the scythes, and I've had to do a lot of swatting around this evening of the trolls. Next thing you know, it'll be 2 hours. Show will be over. I'll be out of breath. Perch, I did open up 2 packs on the earlier live stream. And the best card of the 2 packs so far was this. What's his name again? Landon Slaggert. 124 out of 350. We're just getting started with that. I'm going to open up Bowman Blaster or Bowman Chrome U, the college stuff. Now, I know you're not all into that. I'll probably still open up another pack or 2 of the OPG, and then I'm going to use the rest of the packs as shorts fodder for the next 2 weeks. Absolutely, O'Rod. You know what time it is. It's definitely Cooper flag hunting. He did fall short The team came up short. They choked last night. It was hard pill to swallow, but I think the kid is going to be huge. Well, Seth, all these wonderful athletes, or just about all the wonderful athletes that you like in the NBA, they started off somewhere, didn't they? So I'm just trying to get the early jump on Cooper Flagg. So I could legitimately say, like you've done with Trout when you were buying up all the Trout and Ohtani back then, that you were on the ground floor. So I can legitimately say, when this kid is huge, I was on the ground floor of opening up, looking for Cooper Flagg, and becoming a big fan of his. Brandon, I like all the sports. If I had to put them in order, you're talking football at the top, hockey and baseball like 2A, 2B, soccer, then basketball. But I like other sports too. Fishing, bowling, shooting pool. I like to play golf, although I haven't actually gone golfing in a long time. Do not like watching it. It's kind of boring to watch. But yeah, let's open up a pack or two of these. I will definitely get into another pack or two of the OPG for the end of the night as well. But let's see if we can pull ourselves another Cooper Flagg out of this box. Jaden Nunn, Grant Nelson, Alex Carabin, and Darren Harris on his first Bowman from Duke. We got Phil Alling. What's going on, Phil? Cam Scott, Kylan Boswell, Ace Bailey from Rutgers, and John Bull from Ole Miss. We'll open up one more pack. Oh, jeez. Tex, I am so gutted, Tex. I'm a Duke fan. I'm a Cooper fan. But good on your team. They kept the game close in a lot of the game, making tons and tons of threes, and then just their grit pulled them over the edge to get the win. So good for your squad. We got a Mod Noel. Backwards card. Is this anything? Oh, okay, cool. It's one of those purple deals. Juju Watkins. I think I heard that she's one of the better female players in college right now. Kaylee Heckel, she's another one. I just heard about her today. She's definitely a top prospect in college. And Michi Johnson. I don't know, Tex. I'd have to disagree with you on that. Where'd my cards go? I'd have to disagree on that. Just for the fact that I do think like a Caitlin Clark and a couple other girls. They're pretty good. They can actually shoot the ball. They're not running up and down the court looking like a clumsy giraffe. They can actually play the sport. She happens to be one of them. And I'm not just saying that because of the hype around Caitlin Clark. I watched enough WNBA, not a lot, like 4 or 5 of her games to say that she actually can play the game of basketball. Tony, if you're still in, I wouldn't call it my most expensive, but pretty darn close. In honor of breaking the all-time goals record, I do have this card here, Ovechkin rookie checklist, 2005 Parkhurst. Yeah, I'm not a guy who's been back in the hobby very long or have the budget to really buy super expensive cards, but so I don't have like a $500, $600, $700 card in my collection. Although, oh, do I still have this sitting right here? I do have a card in my collection that is more than that I didn't pay for, that if I was to try to sell it would go for more. And that's this card here. This Macklin Celebrini would probably go for about $400 or $500 right now online. Oh. Hold on, guys. Sorry. Damn it. I just dropped a bunch of my Eagles PC cards. All right, Robert, I thank you for being in here for a while. Much appreciated. No. Not on that one. I'm actually gonna, you know me, I'm gonna get that one graded. But I know I have at least a couple other things that you were eyeing down, so we do need to talk. Well, I have one now. If I still didn't have one, we would certainly be talking there, Perch. But I have the Young Guns now. Let's open up 2 packs. We'll open up 2 packs of the O-Pee-Chee. Then we'll get into some NBA talk, then some NHL talk. All right, bad rip on this pack. Mackenzie Weegar, Tristan Yari, Eric Halla. Oh, what? I don't even know what that is, but we can. That's a red foil. We're gonna hold off on that for a moment. Nick Hisshire, Thatcher Demko. I didn't get a single red prism in the last one, so I don't even know what that is. I don't think I've seen it being opened yet either. Elvis Merzlikins, Delarier, one of the best goons in the business. John Carlson, Tomas Tatar. And let me open up the other pack before we check out that nice red prism there. Maxwell Crozier, marquee rookie, Kevin Shattenkirk, Shatternkirk, yeah, got it. Luke Glendenning, Michael Granlund, Jared Spurgeon, Corey Perry, Tavares, Anthony Mantha. Your blue is a Yanni Gorde or Gord, just Gord. And we'll finish it off with a Jalen Chatfield. All right, so your red prism. Whoa! Whoa! Macklin Celebrini! Woo! Team Canada, marquee rookie. 24 out of 50. How about them apples? Woo! Now maybe Nikki 2 times with the hot hand. Oh, wow, that looks completely good. Oh, maybe a tiny divot I see. It's like over this way, there's a tiny little divot, but whoo, that's gonna definitely go to PSA. Definitely picking the right boxes. I didn't pick the one up front, but I mean, I don't know if my LCS sells a lot of these cards, so it might have been from the same case as the other Celebrini for all I know. But whew, gotta love that. Makes me want to open the rest, but I kind of want to have the rest to do shorts for the week. Although I feel like I've been doing pretty good doing the news clips and stuff for my shorts. Thank you for all the nice words from people. Lit Liquor, I don't have to prove jack to you because I'm not going to sell it. Jason, I'm just in case, I'm sure you just missed it. Jason, I got to show you the card I just pulled. You're not the only one with the hot hand. Perch isn't the only one with the hot hand. How is that for a solid pull by your man, Nikki 2 times? 24 out of 50. What's going on there, Epic Gamers? Perch, I was telling Jason earlier that I think I'm gonna ride. I'm gonna ride with Toronto. I'm gonna be with you guys, and I'm gonna ride with the Maple Leafs through the playoffs. I think they actually have a really good chance. I'm sorry, I just think they do. I think they break the curse at the very least. Doesn't matter. Baseball, hockey, you pull it out of 5. Spencer Steer, not bad. Not your top guy, but still, you're not talking about a schlub either. You picked at least a decent player from the team out of 5. That's a pretty nice, solid pull in my opinion. All right, so we'll skip right past the NBA for now, since I know right now for a fact we have all my hockey bros in the house. But just real fast, this is how I look at it. I like to give out the facts, no specific news. Sometimes I'll give you guys news facts, but I'm just looking at standings. You have in the Atlantic, Leafs on top with 98 points, Lightning with 94, Panthers with 92. Mind you, I know games are still currently playing or just finished that might not calculate into this. Metropolitan, Caps on top with 107. Did lose today to the Islanders. Hurricanes with 96. Your Jersey Devils with 89. And then Senators 88 and Canadians 83, holding the final 2 spots right now, but still in the hunt. New York Rangers with 79 points, New York Islanders with 78, and the Red Wings and Blue Jackets, both tied up with 77, are still mathematically in the hunt. Over there in the Western Conference Central, Winnipeg Jets 108 points, Stars with 104, and Swags Colorado Avalanche with 98 points. In the Pacific, Vegas Golden Knights with 100 points, Kings with 97, Oilers 93 points, and then rounding out your top 8, Blues with 93, and the Wild with 89. Still in the hunt, you got the Flames with 85 points, Vancouver Canucks with 83 points, and Utah with 82 points. All still kind of in the hunt. I'll give you a little tidbit on the Canucks. I've been talking and saying for a while now, even before it became bigger news of them Flyers getting rid of Tortorella, I wanted Rick Tocchet to be here. I wanted the Vancouver Canucks coach to be our brand new coach for next year. So the rumblings right now is that Vancouver management is not thrilled with all this stuff out that is linking Rick Tocchet to the Philadelphia Flyers. They're like really pissed off right now, and they're trying to seek some sort of legal action because of it. And go Kings go. They're looking pretty stellar right now themselves. And of course, I always talk about your Rookie of the Year candidates. Lane Hudson, 5 goals, 57 assists, leading the way with 62 points. 6 games remaining. That does not count the game that they're currently playing as we speak. So if he gets nothing in this game, then they got 5 remaining games for him to continue on. Matvey Michkov, 24 goals, 34 assists with 58 points. Flyers got 5 games remaining. And then Macklin Celebrini, 21 goals, 33 assists for 54 points. He also has 5 games remaining. I was liking Michkov's chances, but even if he somehow catches Lane Hudson, I believe with the Canadians making the playoffs, I swear, man, Canadian fans, they drive me nuts. Every time the man touched the friggin' puck the other night last night against the Flyers, hooting and hollering and screaming, absolutely drove me nuts. Obnoxious, but then again, I probably would have been the same. I'd probably do the same thing if I was watching Matvey Michkov and hooting and hollering too. But watching it from home and watching that was driving me absolutely nuts. But he is the real deal, Lane Hudson. He'll probably win the Rookie of the Year, but it's still a three-way race in my just got to figure out how the writers are going to think. Well, Liquor, that's okay. I don't really need your donation. I'm not like a poor person. I don't do this to try to get monetized. Although I hope to get monetized pretty soon. I could tell you I know about it enough to know where I'm at. I'm at about 2,750 watch hours, so I need about 250 more to get monetized, to get some sort of super chats and all that nonsense. So that's around the corner. So if you feel that genuinely bad for me, come back in about 2-3 weeks to a month and donate to me then. Funny, Paul. Nah, I sleep well in a nice bed with my beautiful wife there, Lint Liquor. I'll say it over and over again. I'm a happily married man with a couple. I've got multiple kids. Cheyenne's weird. I Gabe owners. Did I am I saying that fast enough? I'm not seeing where the joke is on that. Gay boners, is that what that's supposed to be? Gay owners, is that gay boners? See, I'll say it out loud because and especially right now because I'm not monetized, so it doesn't really matter what I say on my channel. And then if I really needed to, I could always privatize this one if it's something too unscrupulous to say. Thank you for that, Renee. What's going on there, High Life? Good to have you here, pal. Lime, I have no idea. I'll tell you, it's under some sort of heading of instrumental vocals by Alec Koff, Koff. No problem there, Jason. Go Leafs, go. I'm with you on that one. I mean, at this point, I don't know who else I would want to root for. I love Bobrovsky for the Panthers, but they got their title last year. Wouldn't be too disappointed in the Kings winning for Sith or the Avalanche winning for Swag. So at least they can be in a good mood. But that's about it. It's hard when you're such a homer like myself to really kind of gravitate towards another team. So I can still at least enjoy watching the playoffs. But that's what I'll do. I'm doing my best. Unknown Alex, I wish I wish I can get myself into that sort of discipline to do 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and 10-kilometer run, which is about, I guess, I think that's about 6.5, close to 6.5 miles a day for us Americans here. I think 5K is roughly around 3.2 miles or something like that. So close to 6.5 miles. I wish I could do that. Wish I had the discipline. Well, sure. There, Lint Liquor. You know what you're actually doing for me, Lint Liquor, since you can't actually give me a donation because I haven't hit my watch hours. You sticking around is actually helping the algorithm and helping that out. So, I'll get there sooner. So when you come back next time, you can throw me $1 and then I can wipe that dollar with my ass. Or, I'm sorry, wipe my ass with that dollar. Strike it, reverse it. Unknown, I can tell you when I did lose weight prior, because I lost a lot of weight. I didn't do no protein powder. Actually, occasionally I did. It was like a milkshake powder, but that's just because I like the taste of it. But you don't have. It's not something you have to do. Just eat balanced meals. Watch your calorie count. Try to get some sort of exercise in there through your day. I'll eventually get back into being disciplined enough to do it. Well, Benjamin Rockstar, I don't know if that even makes any sense that you sprayed like a million cans of spray paint in my mouth. I don't get the joke or get where you're sitting in there in your mommy's basement finding that funny. It doesn't make sense. Oh my god, way too many commercials on this thing. All right, I'm going to just knock out the NBA talk real fast before we start stepping into hour number 2. Say people didn't find it funny, so instead of just leaving it, that's fine. You could have just left it. We didn't ban you there, Benjamin. You felt so little about yourself that you retracted your comment. Oh well. But NBA, you got I can't even read my own handwriting all of a sudden. You got the Cavs, the Celtics, the Knicks, the Pacers, the Bucks, and the Pistons all are in the play-in is the Magic, Hawks, Bulls, and Heat. Don't know exactly where they're all lining up per seed, but you got the East figured out. Over in the West, the Thunder and the Rockets, they're the only ones that are figured out. Everybody else is playing for those other 6 spots still. Got a lot of teams, except for your couple bottom guys, the Pelicans and the Jazz. But speaking of the Pelicans and Jazz, they make up 7 of the 14 teams that will be in the draft lottery, along with the Raptors, Nets, Sixers, Hornets, and the Wizards. So those 7 teams, plus 7 other teams that are still trying to fight for spots, but might not likely not get them. They'll fight for the lottery picks. And just to kind of give you guys an idea, if you didn't know how the lottery works, going from the bottom, most deserving team to the top of those 14, you get the odds are 14% of getting the first pick for the first and second spot and the third spot. Fourth spot gets 12.5% chance, then 10.5% chance, 9% chance, and 7.5% chance. The 8th place is 6%, 4.5%, 3%, 2%, 1.5%, 1%, and 0.5%. Say that faster than that, and I'm sure you'll be out of breath as well. But just as a reminder, even with the lower percentages, you still have a shot. You say there's a chance. Well, there is, because the Atlanta Hawks got the first pick in last year's draft, and they were at the 3% spot of getting that first pick, and they landed it. So you find yourself just about anywhere in here, and you have a shot. Lastly, we'll just do the Rookie of the Year for the NBA. It's pretty much locked up with Stephen Castle. However, there's still an outside chance that maybe Zachary Ricochet from the Atlanta Hawks can pull it out. But it's definitely, without a doubt, down to those two cats. I don't know how I feel about that, Lance. Mr. 007, I guess you can go figure it out yourself that I'm not in the bathroom. But you probably are dropping that big deuce. Yeah, I know they were pretty low too. I don't know the exact odds on that one. I'd have to look it up. Can you say my name? Your name is Abby. Hello, Abby. Thank you for being here. See, that's what a channel like mine can do. I'm not some huge channel. And there's channels my size that are actually live right now as we speak, that if you go in there, they won't even acknowledge your existence, even if you're being a total sweetheart. So stick around this channel for as long as you'd like. I try to make everybody welcome, even the people that are talking shit on me. It doesn't matter. We've made it through an hour. It's not like this is my first time doing a live and people want to be schmucks. This is 45 weeks. I can't say in a row because I missed a couple weeks. But this is the 45th episode of Sunday Funday. And we're having fun. Got a great support system. Great friends that come hang out. Like my man Paul. Like O-Rod. Like Spine Ticks, Sith Lordly. Like Perch, and a slew of others that I will thank at the end of the night. Well, BC, we are jumping into hour number 2, so a little out of breath because I've had to really swat hard tonight on the trolls. James Prince is back from earlier. What's going on, James Prince? We're rocking it out. We're jumping into hour number 2. 15 of you is in here right now. We've hit 30 likes. We're jumping into hour number 2. I thank you all for being here. Let's get a chair spin. Let's spin it around again. Let's blast off for hour number 2. And since BC requested it, I'll also tell him he's my Vagana bro. Vagana for life, baby. Let's kick off hour number 2. Let's make sure my palate is staying nice and wet with a little prime. Crack open the second bottle. Woo! I almost want to keep the music up, but then I wouldn't be able to hear myself think. It'll drown out too much, and then you guys will have to, like, put the volume on the lowest setting. Oh, but I'm liking it. It's good. It's a pretty good instrumental. This is 10 hours of stuff, so I can use this for quite a while. I could use it for the next like 3-4 weeks and then loop back around and use it again if I feel like it. I don't know. Someone says they see hot dogs. You know, there's a couple pictures back there. The only hot dog around here is the one that happens to be shoved up your ass. Are you trying to feed the gerbil that you have in there? Trying to coax his way out of your sphincter? We're just gonna jump right into the little bit of baseball talk that I have. It's not a lot. It's early. So we're not going to talk hockey too much, but we are going to say, as the early goings are in the National League East, Phillies are on top with 7 wins, 2 losses. Cubs are leading the Central, 7 wins and 5 losses. And the Giants over there in the West with 8 wins and a loss, evened up with the Dodgers, who are at 9 wins and 2 losses. And then over in the American League, Yankees on top in the East, 6 wins, 3 losses. Tigers lead the Central, 5 wins and 4 losses. And the Texas Rangers, shout out to my man, 3 Good Nerds, Justin. His team has 8 wins and 2 losses. No one really totally standing out for Rookie of the Year candidacy too much. I do know that the man over there on the Red Sox, I believe his last name's Campbell, he's starting off pretty strong, but no clear-cut candidates just yet. As far as who's looking extremely good, you got Aaron Judge is looking really good, leading the league with 6 he's leading majors with 6 home runs and 17 RBIs. So he's kind of jumped out at the early going. Maybe or maybe not has something to do with these torpedo bats that they're using, but he's got an early lead on both those categories. That's really all the sports talk that I have I guess we can also talk about Alex Ovechkin. I did live stream earlier today, but again, want to give a big congratulations to him hitting 895 goals, all-time goal scoring leader. Wonderful achievement. He's got a few more games to add for this year. I'm sure he'll play at least another season. Unless they win. I think they win my opinion, they win. Capitals win the Stanley Cup, he's done. They don't win, maybe he has the farewell tour sort of thing, and at least goes through one more season. And the guy could score another, even at his age, because he proved it this year, score at least another 30 or so. Well, Paul, I wish Cardinals were doing better than they are, but certainly Arenado didn't help me. I have Arenado as my home run guy for the week in our contest that we have, and he gave me a fat goose egg of home runs for this week. Well, James, you definitely have. There's some teams who are looking awful at the start. The Braves did not look so keen, and I actually thought they were going to be the team to beat in the East, not my Philadelphia Phillies. There you go, Bocephus. I like a new person coming in, not trolling, but just stating how they feel and what they like. I like a Dale Earnhardt Jr. I wasn't really watching NASCAR back when Senior was a driver, but I like Dale Earnhardt Jr. Was a big Tony Stewart fan, Jimmy Johnson. Kind of now I like Chase Briscoe. I do like the Hendrick guys as well. So that's kind of where my head is with NASCAR. All right, find something new every day that Paul likes. NASCAR. Football and NASCAR. Fuck those other sports. All right, so I do have a couple other packs, so I might as well open up the last 4 packs that I have for Bowman Chrome, and then we'll just leave up the rest of the show as we always do. Whatever flies, whatever happens, that's what happens. We're at 32 likes. Let's try to get us to 40 before the end of the evening. Oh, you're a redneck? Okay. Raven Johnson. Nick Boyd. Langston Love from Baylor. That's a nice looking card. I mean, even if you don't know who he is, because I don't. And Simeon Wiltshire. Now we're opening up Bowman Chrome U Basketball tonight there, Evie Cross. I don't have any football to open. I'm not made of money, so I'm definitely not one of these guys who on their channel open up like 20 blasters a show. You're lucky if you get a blaster of any kind of product from me on a live stream. I try to do most of my ripping for other content. St. Mary's. Jaleel Bethia. And Diamond Johnson. So far, we still got 2 more packs. This has been a lackluster box, to say the least. No Cooper Flag. No, can't think of his name off the top of my head right now, but the top guy for Auburn. None of your Houston guys. None of your Florida guys. Mark Sears. Sonia Citron. So we got another nice card, and it's one of the females again. That's who I was talking about. We got a Johnny Broom. It's not a first card, but still pretty decent to get a Johnny Broom. They're talking about him going out and could potentially be the 2nd overall pick in the draft. This must be the black. I would say this is probably the black wave. It says unwrap 3 black wave refractors. And that's 2. So can I hit the average and get the 3rd one on this last pack? All right, let's get a little last pack magic. I wouldn't mind having one of those black waves of a Cooper Flag. Justice Carlton. Backwards. Emmanuel Sharp of Houston. So this is definitely going to be the best card of the box, especially if they win the championship tomorrow night. We're looking at Kenyon Catchings of BYU and regular Jordan Lee. So I didn't go completely empty-handed tonight. But man, how much nicer would that have been if it was a Cooper Flag? But I'll take it. His first Bowman as well, and him and his team in the championship. All right, so top rips of this show and the earlier show. That's what we're looking at. Pretty good set right there. EV, the wrench, if you're somebody that has been a subscriber and a friend to the channel, without having even come on to a live stream or whatnot, and I know you, or you come back week after week, you'll get a wrench. It's easier when you have a wrench. It's easier for you to follow one another and become friends in the community, as well as it helps me out to, when people are being nasty and vulgar, they can quickly get rid of those comments in the chat for me as well. So if a blue wrench is something that you want, come back next week. And then come back another week. And just be a good soul. Then you can have one. If you like the content, I would love for you to come back. I mean, that's what it's all about. If you don't like the content, then I'm sorry and I can't do nothing for you. But if you like the content, stick around. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Stick around for as long as you want. Come back next week. See what I got going on. I don't always open cards, but I definitely always talk sports. We have a pretty decent time. Noodles, I try to be, so I appreciate it. Thank you for saying so.
The question isn't which works, it's who gets to take home that adorable little Reese's egg.
Hey, nobody gets me down. Now, if it seems like it is, if I get a little testy and heated when the trolls are here, that's just because I'm frustrated. It's more of a frustration of me trying to figure out how to be witty and say something back to the trolls more than being upset with it even happening. Because I have a thick enough skin that I can just continue. I mean, we're here to have fun for 2 hours. This is the place to be that you want to be on a Sunday night. If you're home, if you're a homebody, typically when I was a younger person in my late teens, early 20s, I wasn't even home. So I wouldn't be doing this if I was that. I was out going to the clubs and having fun with friends and going to bars and stuff like that. But, if you're somebody that likes to chill and doesn't have the big social life, or like you're like me who is just an older person that's a parent that has kids and that's all we're doing is chilling at night anyway on a Sunday, yeah, this is the place for you. Only thing crazy is tonight, typically my show runs 2 hours, and I space things out throughout the night that make it last 2 hours. Chat's usually pretty thoughtful in the subjects that we talk about to make it last 2 hours. But right now, I feel like we are kind of running down. Steam is a little cooled off right now. But if you want, guys, help me out. Drop some stuff in the chat. I'd be happy to talk about other subjects. It doesn't all have to be sports. We can talk pop culture. We can talk about the fact that last week a young lady was in the chat telling me about the anime Demon Slayer, and I actually watched a couple of episodes of Demon Slayer this week. And I'm going to continue to watch Demon Slayer because I think that's a pretty cool show. The demons are kind of like cross between vampire and zombies, but they talk, or they can talk. I haven't fully gotten into exactly where the demons come from just yet, but I mean, I'm a zombie guy all the way, so that intrigues me. And it's also, I didn't realize until after they made a game on the PS4 and PS5, Xbox, a couple of those consoles. It's like it's an RPG, and I love RPG. Even before I looked and found out that it was that, as I'm watching the show, it gave me that feel like, wow, this would be a cool RPG game, to find out that yes, it already is. Saucy. I'm just gonna say saucy if you don't mind. Saucy, yes. I think it's great for the sport that records are made to be broken, even if it's once every 40 or 50 years. I guess they're supposed to be broken at some point, and he worked hard at his craft to earn it. People are gonna talk about all of his empty net goals. It's not like he had that many more empty net goals than Gretzky. I think Gretzky had like Don't quote me on this. I don't have it in front of me. Gretzky had like 57, 58, 59 empty net goals. I think Ovechkin had like 65. So, comparable numbers on that. Plus, he's going to score way more goals before he's done anyway to kind of wipe that thought process out. Ah, that's cool, Moon. I didn't even know you were back in for this show. I must have missed you earlier. What's going on, Moon? Yeah, stick around as long as you can. If you can play me in the background while you're working, that'd be great. Noodles, I was saying it earlier. I think if he wins if Capitals win the cup, he's done. If they don't, or even if they win, I think he's got the one last year. I think he comes back next year, does the farewell tour, not too dissimilar from when Kobe Bryant was done, when Dirk Nowitzki was done or whatnot. Just a farewell season in the sport where every time he hits the town for a city for the last time, getting recognized in that city. I think that'll happen. He'll have that one last year next year, and then he'll be done. So think about him scoring another 25, 30 goals along the way and being at about like a 925, let's say, is where he'll finish off. That's what I think will happen. I don't know there, Saucy. I think Gritty's kind of a gritty guy. So I'm not sure, but we're talking about the great eight, a beast of a man himself. So he probably put down Gritty. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I wish you guys could see this regularly, but friggin' out of the blue, YouTube decided to screw things all up and make the mirror image instead of it bouncing back to you correctly. Paul, come on. If anything, you gotta love the black and orange. That's kind of what, black and orange. Canes, when they're wearing, they're like black and red. I love Chicago. Chicago's look is always really nice. Or you get the Kings with their black and silver. What's going on there, Christopher? Pretty much finished all the stuff that I was going to really go over tonight, Christopher. Opened up some really cool cards. Caitlin Gill says hi. What's going on, Caitlin? Caitlin, I apologize. Are you the person that was here last week talking about Demon Slayer? Paul, it's hard to really talk about football when there's nothing going on with football. There's no new product really other than Topps Inception, which is way out of my price range. And I'm not one to open up the same old. I'll mention their names because I'm not talking shit. When you got Jazambi opening up all kinds of stuff, SV Bet opening up tons of stuff, Panther Breaks, you name it. Our guys, Scary Terry opening up tons of the same stuff. More power to them because they enjoy doing it. I enjoy ripping too, but they enjoy ripping football. football, 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 24/7 football. I can't do it. My budget doesn't allow that, but it works for them. That's why I watch them, because I enjoy watching it too. I just can't rip it all the time. And I know you're just busting my stones. I still feel the need to defend myself. And Caitlin, I want to thank you, Caitlin, for coming back. I appreciate you being here. And Caitlin, hold on one second, Caitlin. Caitlin, I gave you a wrench, darling. Thanks for coming back. I was just mentioning just a few minutes ago before you got here, Caitlin, that I watched first couple episodes of Demon Slayer. Thank you for turning me on to that show. I thoroughly like it. I'm going to continue to watch all the seasons of the show and the movies. And I may even end up buying the RPG game for the PS5 and play that as well. So thank you for steering me in that direction. See, it's nice. It's nice when people that I don't know can come into my live stream, and that's where I meet them for the first time, and then they become friends. So you're my new friend. What a blue wrench. It's also cool, I'm not just vomiting wordplay and of stuff going on in sports worlds, that we could talk about other subjects on here as well. Speaking of other subjects, I'm getting back into some of the comic book stuff, so look out for a video I'll put out Monday or Tuesday, comic recap of some Green Lantern comics that I've read recently. So be on the lookout for that if you like comics. Renee, I've been enjoying watching you open those cards. They look really, really good. Watching the show, it looks really cool. Visually pleasing. The cards, I've told you before, they're some of the best cards. Them in like One Piece cards are really, really nice. They might even be better than a Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh! As far as visually appealing goes. Yeah, Christopher, I'm glad you're here. Keep up your 3-pack Thursdays and all the other cool stuff. I appreciate you always supporting my channel as well. No problem, Caitlin. I appreciate you coming back another week. And again, like I said, thank you for turning me on to that show. Please come back anytime. If you're into comics, again, check out the video I'm going to post later this week. But I hope you're subbed up. Ring the bell for notifications. Come back next week at the same time every week, Caitlin. 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific time. You have a wonderful night. Diddy says I'm from Delco. The funny thing is I live up here in Bucks County, but yes, I grew up in Delco. I guess that tells you what my answer is to that. Noodles, just on Sunday nights. I did one earlier tonight, but that was more of a because I wanted to include people in on watching Ovechkin break the record. But it's every Sunday night, Sunday Funday. This was episode 45, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. Occasionally, I'll do an impromptu live. Occasionally, I might do a gaming live for like whether it's sports, baseball, hockey, Fortnite. Kind of moved my Fortnite stuff to a secondary channel. From that channel that I just put in there saying hello, Nikki 2 Times Gaming. That's where I put my Fortnite content now. Over on that channel, I do Fortnite content and right now Pokemon TCG Pocket content are over on that channel. Oh, that's cool, Renee. I'm sorry, I'm looking back, James. James said, "I guess you do baseball. Baseball, football is where your head's at." I get you. I kind of, I kind of do all four, but believe it or not, football and baseball has been probably the most stuff I've opened on the channel. It's just been real hockey heavy as of late. Well, Noodles, definitely, if you continue to come back, you'll get a wrench. I hope you subbed up. Check me out. If you got content, I'll certainly give you a watch back. Much appreciated for you being here. Hopefully, you had a good time in a little bit of time that you were with us. Have a great night. I have a nice chin. Interesting comment. That's a new one. Thank you. Yeah, feel like I'm gonna be swinging away from baseball. I didn't open up a lot of baseball this past year either. My first. I'm a little more than 2 years back in the hobby, opening up product. And that first year, I opened up so much baseball, but prices have gotten insane, and I've tried to stay away from your unlicensed Prism, Donruss type stuff. So I opened up Top Series 1. I'll probably open up Series 2 and Chrome, but I've stayed away from all this little hullabaloo Easter stuff that people are enjoying and having fun with. Haven't opened up any of that. Don't foresee myself opening up any of that, but probably when Series 2 comes out or Topps Chrome, I'll open up some of that. I haven't heard or know if there's going to be a Platinum Anniversary. I like that product. Topps Chrome, or I'm sorry, yeah, Topps Chrome Platinum Anniversary. That product I like. Dude, Chuck, I had to call it an early night. We're just coming back from the Diddy party. It was exhausting. Yeah, here and there I've been buying some slabs as well there, James, whether it's from the LCS or from eBay. I mean, I could always show football. I don't think I have a lot of football out, though. I think I have a lot of football sitting out right now. Let's see. Do I have football sitting out? I don't know which one, if any of you guys were here. This was, I opened this a couple weeks ago on the live stream. I haven't called Panini yet, but I got to get in contact with Panini because I pulled this nice card. But look at the bottom. Look at that friggin' serious tear. Yes, purple guy, I am a white guy. But I'm also Sicilian, so you know what they say about Sicilians. Yeah, dibs, Paul. All right, I got to put this in Rance's pile. I got some stuff for Rance. This will probably go in SV Bet's pile. Then again, I wouldn't be surprised with all the shit he opens. He probably already has it. I don't. Well, I mean, hey, he's got a long off season there, healthy body to recover. So we'll see. James, I can tell you, I never got to open up any blaster or mega of Optic last year because it was never on the shelves. Absolutely insane. And now you try to go. Now the LCS that's near me has it all in stock, and I'm not paying the kind of money that it is on the shelf. I want to buy a mega for $60. Not the 90 and $100 that you see them now at LCSs or eBay or anything like that. You can all go pound sand. You can all go screw yourselves. Well, Jay, that doesn't even make a lick of sense. I mean, definitely ain't words that have come out my mouth. So I would appreciate that you scroll along because I can't have you on my channel with making accusations as such. Healthy body, I being put on the spot. The funny thing is, I wouldn't put it past my Eagles to be able to repeat as we get closer to September. I'll do what I did last year and give official picks. I did that last year. I picked the Eagles and the Texans making it to the Super Bowl with the Texans winning the Super Bowl. Those were my picks last year. I put money on that to happen, won some money on the Eagles making it to the Super Bowl, turned that money around and bet on the Super Bowl with a couple parlay picks and turned that around with some money and banked it. So had a pretty good little betting streak. Then I lost a couple hundred that I left in the account. Lost that pretty quickly, but I'm ahead as we get past the draft and really know where the teams lie. I'll give more official picks later, but right now I'm liking my Eagles. Lions are going to be there. Paul's Chiefs are probably going to be back in the mix again. Buffalo and the Ravens, can they get over the hump? Who knows? But I'm not going to give an official answer until we get closer to the season. Mr. Handsome likes my ears. Very nice. I like my ears too. My ears might actually be one of the nice actual features that I can agree about myself. Whatever. Well, James, thanks for coming back for a second show and hanging out pretty good. Double dipping, double dose tonight of Nikki 2 times. So you got 2 times the action of Nikki 2 times on a Sunday night. Thanks, James, for being here. And healthy body, I wouldn't put it past that possibly happening. It could. No, my name is Captain Insano. Get it right. Peace. I am definitely a Flyers fan. Do not wear this stuff just to wear it. I live outside the Philadelphia area, so Philadelphia sports all the way for me. Fair enough there, healthy body. You know, like I said, I chose the Texans. I thought they were going to be phenomenal with what they had. Stephon Diggs goes down. Then Tank goes down as well. You know, CJ Stroud was having a little bit of a sophomore slump in there, but maybe they bounce back. Maybe the Texans have a pretty damn good year this coming year. Besides my own teams, and I wouldn't get sick of my teams winning 10 years in a row. But yeah, other than that, yes, I would agree too. Hey, it was nice seeing the Eagles win so that the Chiefs didn't win for a 3rd year in a row. But yes, I get it. I would love to see the Bills win. I would love to see the Detroit Lions win. That's one of the reasons why I'm hitching my cart to the Toronto Maple Leafs for the hockey playoffs, because I'd like to see them win. Hell, I want to see the Oklahoma City Thunder do what they've been doing all year during the regular season and go on and win a title. That would be fascinating to watch. Hockey goal scorer, if you're a big Ovi fan. Got this. This is my top Ovi card. Only Ovi slab that I have. I say they definitely make it past the first round. This time they're hockey goal scorer. I like this card. This isn't nothing crazy special or anything like that. I like this Ovi card. You got that on the one side, and you flip it around, and then you got that on the other side. I like that. I like how they made these cards. And you might be right, but that's where I had to kind of pick a team and not a great team. I got some good friends that are Toronto fans here in the community, in the card community, and supporters of this channel. So I kind of wanted to try to ride with Toronto a little bit, their hockey goal scorer. If you're into sports and ripping cards, make sure you subscribe before you leave tonight. Check out some of my content. Lately, I've actually been opening quite a bit of hockey. Oh, I forgot. I'll show you this. Can't beat this card. This is the best card I pulled tonight. Marquee rookie, Macklin Celebrini, Team Canada, baby. 24 out of 50. Now, I don't think it's probably not that much, but it's got some value. I don't feel like trying to pull it back out. I also pulled out of a box the green out of 33 Celebrini marquee rookie. That right now is going for roughly around $400 or $500 on eBay. So this is probably a slight tick below that. Well, I'm sorry you feel so little of me like that there, Michael, to say such things, but hang around. You might actually end up thinking that I'm a pretty good guy. Oh, no problem there, Renee. I didn't even notice. I saw the first thing he said and just kind of let it fly. Looking back, yes, sorry, Healthy Body. I do remember Barry Sanders. My favorite, between him or Bo Jackson is my favorite non-Eagle of all time. Oh, sorry. I knew I saw my girl Veronica in the house. Veronica, Christie's Crazy Crafty Life. Christie's Crazy Crafty Life. Christie's Crazy Crafty Life. Christie's Crazy Crafty Life. Say that 10 times fast. That's going to be the new sobriety checkpoint phrase that you got to say to make sure that you're not drunk. I love you, Veronica, at Christie's Crazy Crafty Life. Please, all my administrators, let Michael have his fun. He's helping out the channel. All he's doing is making it good for me, for the watch time and sticking around. When I've had too much or ready to swat him away, I'll use my other channel to get rid of him. But right now, he's having a little bit of fun. He's opened up his channel just a couple days ago. Probably opened the channel just for me, just so he can come in here and ramble and talk shit. I would not be surprised if he was a supporter of some other Sunday night channel, or someone even from my past maybe that wants to talk shit. But Michael, you have your fun. Nikki Two Shits is here for you, pal. I'm here to make your life great. I'm giving you your 3 minutes of fame on my channel. Right now, sorry, hockey goal scorer. I want to let him go because I want to show everybody that comes into this channel that you can't get me down. You can't put me down. Life is too short for that. We're not like other channels that don't even bother paying attention to their fans, let alone the trolls that come through. You know, I've actually have had some trolls on this channel, plus a channel that I'm on a panel on Saturday nights. Every Saturday night I'm on Spine Ticks Live, 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific, and on that channel we get a lot of trolls, and we acknowledge them over there too. And we've converted some of these dickheads into lifelong fans of the channel. So that's how I figure I'll do it. Fight it with kindness until it. How's it go on Roadhouse? Be kind until it's time to not be kind. You won't know when it's time until I tell you when it's time to not be kind. Or nice. I'm sorry, nice. Be nice until I tell you when it's time to not be nice. Jolin says hello from Turkey. Well, hello to you, Jolin. Doctor Who What Where says, what you know? What you know, what you do, buddy? Thanks for coming in and hanging out. Yes, that's right. I'm going to make that big, huge crap, put it in my hand, and Michael's going to lick it from it and thank me for it because he finally had a decent meal in his life. Monkey Juice says, I just told you Celtics repeating. You didn't tell us here because that's your first comment to the channel. But yes, we could talk that as well, Monkey Juice. Celtics could possibly repeat. But I'm looking at just the Oklahoma City Thunder are just unstoppable. Unbelievable. I thought I already said it. That's why Hockey Goal Scorer earlier today, I did a live stream for an hour and a half leading up to him finally scoring the goal. Well, I ended after an hour and a half. He scored much sooner than that. Soon as he scored, I cheered for him. I stood up. I clapped. I congratulated him. I have that Ovechkin card. I also posted the Ovechkin card and congratulating him over on my Instagram channel, which has the same name, by the way, Nikki Two Times, or Nikki Two Times Trading Cards, whatever it exactly is. John, are you telling me to go to bed or Michael to go to bed? Otherwise, even when I log off of here, I'm still going to be wide awake, energized. I may be old, but I'm not dead from the waist down or from the waist up. Yeah, I know, Paul. That would be the best meal that he would had in weeks if he ate my shit. chicken sandwich, you just had diarrhea all over your walls? Well, tell Michael exactly where you did that, because I know Michael likes to eat shit. So Michael would gladly go over there and lick it off the walls for you. Oh man, don't talk that stuff to the fat guy there. Chicken sandwich. I could go for a good chicken sandwich and a side of fries for $1.99 from Burger King right about now. I'll even tell you exactly what I had for dinner. I had count two, because I am fat, salami, bologna, and cheese sandwiches on Italian bread with mustard. Absolutely delicious. That's typically a lunch I would have, but I had it for dinner tonight. I quickly scarfed that down so that I can hang out with you crazy folks this evening. Oh, I like a good barbecue. I don't know about drinking, partner. I actually don't drink all that often. Believe it or not, I know it looks like my face looks pretty droopy, like I'm always fucked up, but I don't drink a whole lot. But if I needed to train a little bit, I'm sure I could probably put down 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 beers. But yeah, I'm more of a 4 to 6 beer guy, and I'm feeling pretty good. CG, my favorite position is the one where your mother's on top. Doctor Who, what, where? I've done stopped trusting in the process. I'd be okay with them trading him away. Really, the only assets that we really truly have is Tyrese Maxey and Jared McCain. I happen to also like Kelly Oubre, but even if we moved on from him, I wouldn't be upset. But it's definitely time to move on. Maybe, oh God, maybe it would be so lucky if we can get Cooper Flag in the draft, if we can get that number one slot. But knowing my Sixers, they'd fuck it up. They'd get that number one spot and trade it away. It is true, Jake. I can't be on top being the size that I am, but I also really love the way your mom works it. The kind of motion she gives me, it's really top notch. KJ, you're absolutely right. The Flyers haven't won in 50 years. Doesn't make me any less of a fan. Not Jake, I'm actually not that big. Not, you're all wrong. I'm big, but I'm not that big. I'm pushing about 320. Healthy body, I would like for them to win a Super Bowl. I'd be happy with the Lions winning a Super Bowl. Do I think they will ever win? Who knows? I love their coach. They have a pretty damn good squad. They squandered whatever opportunities that they were presented in front of them tonight or this year. Paul, I appreciate all the help that you've given me tonight, swatting out the trolls. I don't know if these trolls this evening have kept some of the regulars away from handling what they see. Michael, I want to give you the big thanks too. Michael, thanks for being here and continuing to chat away, because all that does is at the end it'll say that I got a high chat score based off of chats or different, because each one of those chats is a point, and grows the channel. So you've done me a fabulous job this evening. Oh, I definitely manscape. Knew you wanted to hear that. That's interesting. I was going to say goodbye. All my wrenchers, stick around if you'd like. I'm shortly going to thank everybody that I possibly can, and remember that I wrote down on my blue wrench, and a couple of my new friends that stopped through here, but I'm just going to let these guys ramble along. It's kind of pretty cool having 23 people in my chat at one time, 42 likes. Been a strong show. Yeah, Jake. 23 in a live stream versus you probably have 23 dead cats buried in the backyard, right? And you put them there because your mama didn't love you enough, right? Paul, yeah, Jake did have 23 right in his ass. Gave himself an enema just so Michael Colella could lick it up off the ground. Big Kirk, I actually have quite a bit of energy. I've been able to last here on 2 hours, and I can last at least a good half hour, 45 minutes, tagging it up on your mom. Yeah, Michael, I mean, I do shit quite often, because I eat a lot of that greasy food. Every once in a while, I eat some uh, pretty nasty veg. Matter of fact, the last nasty veg that I had, she told me to call her mom, and her name was, she said, just call me Mrs. Coella. She related to you? I think her name was like Pam or Kelly or something. I do remember her last name was Coella, though. Healthy body. I mean, I thought you and I were friends, but if you're going to stick on their side for them talking shit about me versus me talking about their mom, then I don't know what to do for you, pal. I'll just sit here for a couple more minutes in silence, and then I will call it a night. Alrighty. Even with all the trolls talking all their shit tonight, we had a great time. We had a lot of friends hanging out throughout the night. Paul, thanks for being my gatekeeper. Always appreciate it. Let's wait for these stupid commercials to pass out. We'll give my final goodbyes. I'm definitely one person that doesn't scare away easily. We had a lot more trolls tonight. I swapped them all away. I wiped my ass with Michael's comments. Kept it going strong. A little over 2 hours. 46 likes. 13 still sitting with us strong. But I'm just going to reach out and say thank you to my man, O-Rod Collects. Justin W. Smith was here. Hammy and Son, Hobby Collector, Barry, Sith Lordly, my friend from Spine Ticks Live. Sith goes live every Saturday night with me on the panel and Perch, Uncanny Swag, and Dan Delatore. 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific, every Saturday night. So check out that. He was here tonight. BC Sports Cards was here. Paul, Dave Jr., my right hand, Troll Swatter. Renee, Rascal, and Lucy hanging out. Leo by the computer, loving his main man, Nikki 2 times. So, love my number one fan, Leo. We had Robert, Trollmaster or whatever, Springs. We had Jason, the Canadian card breaker in the house. Epic Gamers, High Life Hobby, James Prince. Aforementioned, Perch's Corner was here. Moon over Miami, Christopher Works. We had Veronica, Christie's Crazy Crafty Life was in the house. And some new friends that I will actually acknowledge. Evie Cross, Noodles in a Cup, Caitlin Gill coming back for a second week in a row. The Hockey Goal Scorer was here. Hockey Goal Scorer, I hope you had a good time because you were fun to hang out with. So I hope you hit that like button and rung the bell to come back for future stuff and like my content. Guys, everybody have a wonderful evening. As always, Nikki 2 times came at you with a Sunday Funday. Tune in next week. Y'all have a wonderful night.